Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, everything spicy and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show. Right now. Hey, here I am. Hey, everyone. It is Monday night. I'm Phil, and this is Everything Spicy. What's happening, man? Alicia, thicker than a snicker, is in the house. What's up, Alicia? Been a long time, girl. Good to see you. Holy mackerel. We are on to a new work week. But you know what? Something's a little different about tonight than normal. Can anybody tell me what's different about tonight than when we normally go live? I bet you can. I bet you think about it really hard. You might be able to think about what's different about tonight than it normally is. No one in the chat. I know everyone. Someone in the chat knows. What's up, Paul M? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Robert. Let's go to the top of the chat, and we'll just say hi to some folks. We'd say hi to Just Plain Shane. Me and him were chatting earlier. Good to see you, Shane. Good to see you. My good friend Blake Hurst is in the house. What's up, Blake Hurst? Good to see you. Heartside Eileen Valou is in the house. What's up? And, of course, we said hello to Alicia, thicker than a snicker. Good to see you, girl. Robert's here. What's up, Robert? Paul M is in the house. What's up, man? So we don't have a lot of people in here. It's earlier. It's earlier than I normally go. Usually I wait till 8:30 to go live. But I was like, you know what? I'm bored. And when I started thinking about this a week ago when 21090 decided they were to go live on Monday night when I normally would go live, I thought, you know what? I'll fill in their slot. We're going a little hour early. It kind of takes over that whole pre-party and everything else. And you know what? I don't care. I'll sit here and talk to y'all. I'll sit here and read what you put in the chat. Anything you put in the chat, I'll read. I'm just that kind of guy. If you know, like Paul M says, cheers, everyone. He's got a whiskey glass and a pepper. You know, I'll read pretty much anything you guys put in the chat. So, you know, this could get really awkward really quickly. But yeah, work today. I mean, I hope everybody's work week has started off good. We're 2 days into the I missed my Monday night hangouts with Phil. Yeah. Again, last night Samantha Lee went live. I had family over. My brother and sister-in-law were over. They're up from Virginia last night, and they had my great niece and nephew with them. And we had some family business to kind of wrap up for my mother-in-law's death. So we kind of wrapped that stuff up last night. They're already gone. Today they packed right back up, went back to Virginia. So it leaves me open this evening to pretty much talk about anything I want. So, and Shane, if you've got, suitable internet, you're welcome up here anytime, brother. I know you get frustrated having crappy internet or crappy Wi-Fi or whatever. So Phil enjoy hot dogs up his nose. Phil enjoys hot dogs up his nose. See, Cindy was going to test that theory. That I would read anything that's in the chat. Of course, I didn't read it properly the first time. But, Cindy wanted to test that theory. And, hey, I'm not too proud of a guy to, read stuff in the chat, within reason. Robert doesn't work. He's on disability, sadly. You know what, Robert? I bet you if you could work, you would work. And that's the difference between some people on disability and some people not on disability, right? There are some people out there on disability they can work. They choose not to because they'd rather sponge off the government. And then there's people like Robert that I'm assuming, I don't know Robert super well. I've seen him in some of our streams, and I'm assuming Robert can't work. I worked with some incredible people a couple summers ago through a work program here where I live. And these people weren't 100%. But they had jobs and they would go to these businesses and they had a team leader that was and they would go to these different businesses and whatnot, and they cleaned and they did this and they did that for these different businesses, and they go there 3-4 hours or more, 5 days a week, and they had real jobs. It made these people, which I really wish I could had the time to go back there. It really made these people feel useful, made them feel, they gave them money. I mean, you can sit at home and collect disability, but I don't know if it gave them additional money. I don't know. Never asked about the whole pay aspect of it, but it gave these people something to get up and do every day, and it made them. And then at the end of the day, in the morning, I wasn't there in the morning. At the end of the day, they would all gather. They would wait for the different bus systems and stuff to come take them back home. And we would all be in those rooms in these big tables, probably a good 40, 50 of us. And you know what? We would just sit and laugh. People would tell stories. People would tell stories. And it's just, you know what? If you go back and look at some of my videos, I think I've got 2 videos. One was Sour Patch Kids eating contest with like 3 folks. And it was fun. You know what? I truly miss that at times. Again, I wish I had more time in my life to donate or to do stuff like that, because they were wonderful, wonderful people. I couldn't, and they were so accepting of me. Here I am, some nobody that was there helping out, and they were so accepting of me. So, steam, fire, and ice. Phil sneaks into the bathroom at work and reads smutty novels while pooping. I don't know how smutty they are. I mean, it's kind of like Car Digest and things like that. But hey, Joe W. Life Adventure, disabled kidney issues, and tonight I'm sick. But hi, Phil. Now I can go back to sleep. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joe. Prayers for you, Joe, man. Take care of yourself, man. Listen to the doctors. Do whatever it is they tell you to do. And if you need to ever talk, bro, give me a call. You got me probably on Facebook Messenger. If you ever need a chat, man, I'm open to talk to you. So, Kimberly Ferris is in the house. What is up? The newly aged, just a little bit older than she was before, Kimberly Ferris. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. The Ron Burgundy test to see Phil read anything. Well, so far, so good. So far, it's going along quite swimmingly. So, I've got to get back into doing videos or something. I don't do enough of the plain videos. I want to go a lot of these fast food things that are coming. I want to do a lot more of these things. I don't find the time during work, and I don't find the time really after work. I come back down here and hang out with y'all, whether it's my live stream or someone else's live stream. We come back down here and just hang out in people's chats, and I enjoy whether it's Groovy or Twisted Art Lady or Oji-san or Samantha Lee's or Chattios or Lone Stars or Bourbon Bounty, whoever. I just enjoy coming and hanging out with y'all. It's just that's kind of my TV time. What used to be my TV time in the evening before YouTube is now my YouTube time. Instead of watching someone entertaining me on TV, I'm part of it, right? I'm interacting with y'all, and we're having a good time. So Blakers using some of his emojis. Those are his member emojis. If you're not a member, you have a member. I am. You know what? I am overwhelmed by the fact that very few videos are not going out live as many times as I do anymore. I'm still out in the community. We still have 33 members. That is amazing. And again, some of them are higher levels than other, and it doesn't matter what level you're at. I am amazed at some people, and there's some people on there I haven't seen in months that are still members, and I appreciate all the support that my members. I appreciate the support of y'all in the chat. Because that's support. Whether it's monetary or whatever. Even if you're sitting in there, and you're watching, and you're not commenting. It's all support, man. And if other people don't say it, I'll say it. I appreciate the support of people showing up and hanging out. I think YouTube time is much better than TV time. I do too. Now, there are certain things that intrigue me. I mean, the Masters for the last 4 days, the golf thing intrigued me. Did I spend a lot of time watching it? No. I spent some time. I was interested in seeing how Tiger Woods would do. I'm not a big Tiger Woods fan anymore. He's had hiccup, but it's intriguing to see if this guy can come back from where he was and see if he can come back. I mean, he came back after he took a golf club to the freaking face from his ex-wife. He came back and won a Masters. So, I mean, if you can take a golf club to the face and come back and win the Masters, you're a pretty good golfer. I mean, this guy was bedridden for 3 months after this car crash a little over a year ago. And the fact that he was able to go out there, not only practice and hit thousands of balls in a week, and then go and then play 4 rounds of golf, walking the course. How many of you all at his age? He's I don't know, he's in his 40s, maybe he's 50 years old. I don't know. How many of you could go 4 days in a row walking 18 holes and be on target doing all that stuff? I don't know, man. I know I couldn't. I don't think I could walk 18 holes one time right now, but of course I'm a bit out of shape. So did someone say Lone Star? Hey, everyone. What's up, Lone Star? Good to see you, my friend Chad. Good to see you. Raven the Blackbird is in the house. What's up, Raven? Hello, Phil. Well, hello, Raven. And then, of course, we have Funky Uncle John. John Ross is hanging out. Tiger is 46. So see somebody new. And yeah, Robert's like, I couldn't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. Again, I used to run marathons. All right, I ran one marathon. And that was 24 years ago. Never thought about walking a mile being a big deal. It was none of that was ever a big deal. But it is now. It is when you got the extra weight on. So we're working on that. It's slow. But we're working on it. And I got someone down in the basement who could come up here and have a conversation with me. Let's see if I can't click on this little thing down here. What's up, Roman?
Hey, Philip. How you doing?
Hey, just living a white boy's dream,
Yeah, I hear you there.
Oh, what's up, David Bays? Good to see you, man. So how's everything out in Colorado?
It's been windy. It's a little chilly today.
Windy? Isn't that something from Breaking Bad? How about a windy Wendy or windy?
I never watched Breaking Bad, unfortunately.
I remember something like that.
I've just been working hard. Looking forward. I got a concert coming up this weekend to go to. I'm going to the Avs game tomorrow night, so I'll watch some hockey.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you got going on?
Me, I'm a workaholic. When I'm not working, I'm down here hanging out with my friends. Typically on YouTube, and then on weekends, during the daytime, I find myself trying to maintain, the palace here,
right?
The yard, So, no, I've had the last 2 weekends. I've had the chainsaw out. We've been getting up, old trees. We've been getting up brush and branches and things like that. Man, if I light this thing on fire right now, I might burn down half the neighborhood. There's some old dead stuff up there that'll catch quick. It'll burn up quick. But
where's it at?
Well, it's off to the side of my property. There's some stuff that some brush that's kind of close to it, but it doesn't have any leaves. But I would have to be over there with a hose keeping that soaked down if I were to set this on fire. So we'd have to get a burn permit to do that whole thing, Around here, they don't just let you set things on fire. Well, they do, but then they send the police. Then they tell you it's frowned upon. You could get a ticket if you don't, get a permit. So, what's up, Whitworth? David Babes, I'm taking a break from a chainsaw at the moment. Lord, age catches up with it. Well, David, I hadn't done the chainsaw thing in a couple of years. I actually, my chain got so ratty that with the teeth that actually went in the blade that went around there became shit, and I couldn't keep a chain on there. Then I went to replace the chain a couple of times, and everything on the packaging was right, but except for the chain. So I finally got the right chain, and I think I finally got myself to a point where I can have everything adjusted properly, the right tension on the chain, and before I do anything, I fill it up with gas, I fill it up with oil for the chain, and when I go out there, everything I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't once thrown the chain since I've been doing this or anything else. So I've been able to get the job done smoothly and quickly. So Roman escaped from the zoo. I did see Roman at the zoo. Matter of fact, I saw him. He was wearing a shirt that I think I've seen before. I think he was wearing that everything spicy shirt. He got. Look at there. He hasn't taken it off since. He probably got a little monkey cum on it and hasn't taken it off since. So
I think it's been washed since then. But it doesn't mean there isn't monkey cum on it still.
Robert's in the basement. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Good to see you, man.
I'm doing all right.
Oh,
You see you too.
You too. Hey. So yeah. Good old car business. You know what? It's hard to feel bad for me when we're not selling so many cars. I was telling Roman, I actually had one of my better months last month when I was talking to him. I don't know, later last month or beginning. But yeah, I got a father-son thing. This can't be any cooler. A year and a half ago, this guy, probably about my age, walks in the dealership, wants to put a deposit down on a Corvette. They got the mid-engine Corvettes out now. They're the latest and greatest thing, in Corvettes. And so, but he's got his old man with him. His old man's probably in his 80s. And his old man, man, I ought to get one. And they're sitting there talking, and I take a deposit from the son. And lo and behold, I get a phone call later that day, and his father comes back and puts a deposit down with me. Now, his son builds both of these vehicles. So online, he builds them both. We order them both. They're practically identical. So I've got two 2022 red Corvettes, torch red, with racing stripes on them at the dealership for father and son to pick up tomorrow. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. David's waiting on the ZO. What? Oh my gosh! Got some roadkill in the basement. No, it's not roadkill. It's my buddy. Let's see. We do have a little bit of an intro for him. Maybe one day he won't take offense, or he will take offense. I don't know. I don't know if he takes offense. This is just what I do.
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him. Got him. These nuts.
How you doing, Chatty?
Doing well. Wow, it's really bright in here.
It's really bright. Well, it's still daytime where you're at. You're still getting light from outdoors.
Yeah, and it's going to get worse as the sun goes.
That's down here in the basement. I got these blacked out curtains, so even in the middle of the daytime, you might get a sliver of light in this room. But other than that, pretty much, I've got control over what's going on. Well, what the hell are you drinking there, Chad?
It's a cocktail. The cucumber margarita, 9.5% from Dry Dock.
That sounds pretty gay.
It's so fruity.
Mm-hmm. Do you drink that with your pinky? I see what kind of glass you're doing it in. Do you drink that with your pinky out or in?
Sure do.
What's up, Moose Gal? How you doing? There was a rumor that they are not going to make the Z06s, but that rumor came out on April 1st. I've seen a new thing come out where someone else was talking about it. We haven't confirmed it actually we did confirm it. Confirmed it like a day or two after April 1st. And my general sales manager came back out and says, yeah, that was some April 1st bullshit. They're still making the Z06. So we'll see. So Bradley Whitworth says, I will be in and out for a while. My mom was rushed to the hospital yesterday. Her blood pressure was 160 over 100. And her heartbeat was faster than normal. Well, that's not good.
Nope.
Hi.
Moose Gal is happy because I am alive. Well, gee, thanks, Moose Gal. I mean, it's a pretty low bar to please Moose Gal to just be alive, but I am glad that I have reached the bar where Moose Gal is happy that I'm alive.
God, I wish my wife would set the bar that low.
I was
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, sometimes they can put a little pressure on you, but don't as guys, don't we need a little pressure on us to do a little more than what we want to do on our own?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because if we were left to do things our way on our own, it would probably as much wouldn't get done. I'm just saying, you know, there are times I need a little nudge in order to get things done. You know,
Yeah, I'm the same way.
it just depends on what it is. Like
Yeah.
taxes, for example. My wife's been trying to give me the nudge for the last few weeks to get it done, and there's just a couple of things I got to do before I see the tax guy. So I can file for an extension. It don't cost nothing. It's not a big deal. But we'll get her done. We're not gonna. I let it go last year.
Right.
Last year we let it go a little bit too long, but there was a lot going on. So, what's happened in your part of Colorado, Chadio? Which again would be Roman's part of Colorado.
It's been a little windy and cool.
Windy, Wendy. Didn't we do this? Didn't we just deja vu?
Weather was nice on Saturday. Sunday it was kind of crappy and windy. But
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was making beer.
You're making beer?
Yeah. Made 5 gallons.
Yeah, he was.
Well, it was 10 gallons of a white IPA. I got 5 gallons, but I got the other 5. It's
Nice.
popping away. It's fermenting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if
Maybe
I
it
want
was
to
about
try
a
my
word.
hand with that.
Yeah. It was actually quick for a brew day. I think it took 4 hours, but he had everything ready to roll.
That's nice, Chad. Chad or Lone Star took his taxes. It's paying for. See, when I do my taxes, they ask for money, and that's because part of the money I get during the year actually comes from GM, and they don't take taxes out of it. So they come asking for money at the end of the year. So
I don't really think they're asking. I think they're kind of demanding.
they ask. They say this is what you owe, and then if you don't send them what you owe, then they send you something in the mail. Say, hey, MFer,
Yeah.
you need to send us. It's funny because I finally filed my taxes a couple of months ago from the previous year, and I swear to God, 2 weeks after I filed, and I sent them the check, I got a thing from the IRS saying you owe us X number of dollars for taxes for that year. And I'm like, holy shit. So I get my wife was the first one to get it. So she gets all panicky. What the F is this? Sends me a message at work, everything else. I'm like, calm down. I'm not sure. Let me send it to our tax guy. We got a tax guy. We got a guy I pay to do our taxes.
I got one.
And when something like that comes up, he's the guy that can talk me down off the ledge or can help me do whatever it is. That's why you pay that person, right? So, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he says, "Don't sweat it." He says, "Yeah, that was just he's like, you sent out the check to him, right?" It says I sent the check out to him that day, the day I did taxes with him. He says, "Yeah, one hand over there doesn't know what the other hand is doing."
That's true.
That office was already probably getting ready to generate that letter when you were sending the check. He says, don't worry about it. It's all set. As a matter of fact, he says, there's some late fees and stuff here on this bill. He says, I'm going to send a letter out in your behalf because you've never been late on your taxes or anything before. I'm going to send a letter out on your behalf, and I'm going to get this waived for you.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, again, they may send something back to me saying, fuck you got to pay the late fees and everything else.
Yep.
But, the last 2 years with this, this thing that's been kind of going around, they might have a little sympathy on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, Shark Homebrewing? Speaking of homebrewing, with Chadio
Shark.
Homebrewing.
Shark. What's up?
I remember when I first used to go to 210 back when I was doing my whole thing. First time I saw 21090, Todd was out in the garage by himself, brewing some kind of beer that he was throwing coconut in. So that the first time I ever saw 21090 was without Andy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, what's up?
Oh.
Great shot. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
And then Andy showed up and everything went downhill.
Everything went downhill. So, Todd,
It sure was a great shot.
you know what? I did put the link out there earlier, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't pin it. That's what I didn't do. And I was meaning just to invite people up tonight, whoever you are. What the hell? Pin message. There it goes. Chilling on my porch. Well, I like your porch, Mr. Great Shot. I mean, I might not be a Texas guy, but if I were a Texas guy, I'd like that porch. So
It was a beautiful day today.
yeah. Where are you at again, Robert?
Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah, right down there with our good friend Mr. Fulton.
Mm.
Yep.
I think Robert's a little bit further north. Actually,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
we're like an hour and a half away from Michigan's southern border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not far from me then, because I can drive about. If I get on I-75, I can probably be in Ohio in like an hour and a half.
Wow.
But that's I-75, so
Yeah.
some of the other roads, if I were to go all the way out to 23, it might take a little bit longer to get to Ohio. But
Why would anybody drive to Ohio?
you know what? We don't drive to Ohio on purpose. We drive to Ohio because we have to go through to Ohio to get anywhere else.
Right.
So you either have to drive to Ohio or you have to drive to Indiana. You know.
I go to Ohio for A&W.
You guys don't have it there?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't been there in years.
Me. Hi.
Well, hopefully, Shark Home Brewing, you get to go home early, and then you can tend to your whatever it is you're brewing.
Yep.
But
maybe here.
yeah, so we're kind of wrapping up things here with my mother-in-law. She we had family members over yesterday, and that's I think it's kind of at that point where we've got the house settled, all that's taken care of, all that's kind of done and out of the way. And again, you don't ever move on from a loved one, but when you have all those things that keep coming up that you have to do, it kind of you would visit the sorrow you have of missing a loved one or a loved one dying. So that's it's kind of getting taken care of. But it was kind of cool having my brother and sister-in-law over yesterday because I brought my great niece and nephew over. Of course, my daughter came over with my granddaughter, Mirny, and the kids are running around the house like a couple of screaming memes. So, but, we got someone pop up in the basement.
Oh,
Bro, he came in the basement upside down. I was like, holy crap, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing? Cheers.
Great shot. How you doing, man?
Oh, dang, pollen down here is thick, boy.
Look, he trimmed up that beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already growing back.
Yeah.
He's starting to look like that. He looks a little bit more like that Facebook
Oh man.
avatar.
Yep.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I'm letting the hair grow back out, and it's just all kind of messed up.
just put a hat on.
Well, that's me,
Yeah, I need to go do
when I'm
that.
at work, I don't have a hat on, but whenever I'm home, I usually one of the first things I do is put the ball cap on, hide the bald spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any bald spots there. Great shot.
Yeah, don't really
Just
have
no.
that.
way on the
but-
back.
No, it's bald.
Yeah, your hair still looks pretty thick.
It's starting to come back out a little bit, but bad hair day for about a year and a half.
Yeah. Robert, I think your hair has vacated the premises.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's snowing in Washington State right now. You know what?
Keep that crap to yourself.
A lot of people have been saying, It's snowing one day, it's 70 the next, it's sleeting the next day, it's 60 the next. We're that time of year, right? Springtime.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to head to Kentucky on Friday.
Oh, you're going to Kentucky? What part of Kentucky are you going to?
Western Kentucky. Flying in to Nashville, and then driving from Nashville to Western Kentucky. Right around, I'll be in Paducah and Princeton.
Okay. I don't know if I've told you this before. So I did somebody on here because I got family just outside of Paducah in Barlow, which is like where Whitcliffe and La Center and all that stuff is. It's one of those little towns that's on that main road that heads into Paducah, even further out west. So,
62.
Is that 24?
I don't know.
24?
Don't ask me what the road is.
I think it's 24.
Yeah,
It's been a
I-24.
long time since I've been out there.
Seems right.
Well, I think a lot of that they changed to I-69 now. That they call it. It's like the main thoroughfare now. It was I-24 for most of my life.
I
so
think in
that's
that
what I
area
call it.
they converge together for I don't know some odd miles and then they reseparate again.
Yeah, the last time I was out there, I was in my early 20s, and it was a 2-lane road. So
I remember I-24 had tolls on it.
it's been a piece.
The Western Kentucky Parkway up toward when you get away from Paducah past the lakes, going up toward Bowling Green and whatnot like that. There was a Western Kentucky Parkway, and it was a 4-lane road, but it had toll booths.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember having to slow down and chuck change out the window,
That's crazy. But you know what? I would pay a toll if it meant we had better roads. Now, if you have to pay a toll and your roads are still shit,
yeah,
that's bullshit right there.
Nashville.
Yeah. Oh yeah, national roads ain't the greatest. I got a toll road right by me here, I-30 or 130, I should say, and it's nice. It's mainly concrete, which is not the best, but you don't have to pay tolls. They put in toll booths, but they never used them. It's all electronic.
I got to do a public service announcement real quick. Will is in, I don't know what state he's in, but he says they're under a tornado watch. So Will, stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
No, that's if you're on fire.
Oh, it's if you're on fire.
That's if you're on fire. Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, okay.
He meant to tell you grab an umbrella. You'll be fine. Grab an umbrella.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for tornadoes too?
Yeah. Now that just keeps you rolling. You just keep rolling it, off in the bitter. They just had a tornado up the road from me here. Yeah, a big little front line blew through, and of course, a little town a little bit north of me here called I think Gerald, where we had the tornadoes here in Texas last time. Rode right through there again. Wasn't no huge one, Oh, you go Temple.
Temple, Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's cooking the goddamn bacon? I agree, Phil. Rock and roll. Will's a little hard of hearing. Will, we're tapping on your hearing aid right now. I said stop, drop, and roll. Not rock and roll.
That's funny.
Oh. Let us see that beautiful view by your place there. Great shot. Look at that. Look at that pool.
I'm so
My
jealous.
pool is green, man.
It's green.
Pollen, it's green. I got
Ain't it?
so much. There's so much pollen that when I pushed all the pollen off the walls and everything else, the pool got kind of green. So it's kind of a greenish tinge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't last long. I'll get it cleaned up here eventually.
Nice view. Nice view out there.
That's so cool.
My 2 remaining palm trees. The ice storm and stuff got them. Wish y'all could see all the bluebonnets. That field back over there, it's down the hill. It's just all bluebonnets, so it's like a big blue ocean. But I'm sure this camera wouldn't pull it up very good.
Bacon says we're still paying for the SR16 bridge here, especially if you're renting a car and it's still a toll bridge, though only coming out of Gig Harbor.
Where's
Hey,
that? California?
Again,
Washington. I think it's
Washington.
I would pay a toll to have better road. Now again, better roads when I get on an expressway. The roads I drive on a daily basis aren't expressway roads, but I have to drive expressways, yeah, I would pay in Michigan to drive on some better roads.
Yeah. Well, Michigan roads are notoriously crap. I mean, it's
our
pothole
roads are
city.
horrible.
Yeah, you got too much snow up there most of the time. You know, it's either salt or road graders or there's something up there tearing up the roads all the time.
Yeah, and they don't have a good limit on the number of axles and when you can be out there and everything else. So you got these, you have to have the trucks bringing in and out steel for cars. You got to have car haulers hauling cars, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. That shit's got to it's got to move, right? And
oh yeah,
they can't frost and freeze advisories and all that stuff. I mean, I can't get anything done at my house that I want to right now because I got to wait to till the freeze, the frost, whatever thing is over. But we got a little part of I'm getting tired of people parking in my yard, so I'm going to take up a part of my yard between my pole barn and my house, and I'm going to put some fill in there, and we're going to kind of make an area. A gravel area, like a gravel driveway, a gravel area for the kids to park because they're tearing up my front yard and I can't have that. Yeah. Something outside's got to look good. So,
yeah, I know, Lone Star. Although, if you look close, it didn't quite 20 years with all the gray showing up.
What's up, Jerry J? Is Mr. Great Shark coming up garbled for everyone else?
What, is it me? No.
Yeah, you may want to come back. They go down and come back up again. You're kind of coming across, or is it me?
It's fine for me.
Is it fine for you? Maybe it's on my end. I mean, if it's fine for everyone else, then don't worry about it, Great Shot. Then it's just something on my end.
Yeah, it looks fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm Wi-Fi down here, so I'm without a Ethernet cord.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody else in my house has got an Ethernet cord, and I bet you there's 3 kids gaming right now. But I usually don't have any problems down here. I'm surprised.
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Robert's all digital right now. What the hell?
I have noticed that once in a while on here, one person will come up and one person will just be
good,
funky.
Robert.
If you drop out and drop back on, sometimes one person up here will hear me garbled and everybody else hears me fine. I drop off and come back, and it's normally okay. But
well, let me leave. I'll come right back.
All right. Here, I'll drop off for a second. Let's see. I'll do this.
You're good. I think it's Phil.
Think it's Phil?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because everyone looks fine here.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm here.
See if that's any better. And speaking of bad internet and garbled up shit, what's up, Fulton?
Hello, Phil. How you doing this evening?
I give the boy hell, and he still comes in here with a good attitude. How you doing there, Fulton?
Been busy working.
Yeah. There you go.
He does look a little fuzzy to me. Of course, that may be
What's up,
my
man,
glasses.
Jay?
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, thanks for
Well, Fulton has his dog lick his camera clean for him, so that's probably why
Yeah.
it's all fuzzy right now.
There you go.
He's
trying to get
on that camera.
off, but she's been on a full control right now.
So how far, Fulton? How far are you from Robert?
From Robert.
Have you guys figured that out yet?
No, I haven't. How
Where
far?
are you at again, Robert?
I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay, I'm from Cisbernia, so that's the thing.
So,
No.
yeah, maybe we can get you two together and you guys can do a live stream together. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah. What you been up to? Work? Phil?
W. Me?
How's work going for you?
My work is just my work, man. I'm like most of these slugs, man. You get up early in the morning, you go to work, you work till you work, you come home, you try to relax a little at the end of the day, maybe come hang out with your friends on YouTube, anything you could do to not kick the dogs and beat the wife. No, just joking. I would never kick the dog.
It was a long weekend for me.
My wife beats me, so.
Well, I just heard from my girlfriend still. She's doing okay. The doctor said on Wednesday that her necklace is all gone, so it's just.
Yeah, well, you guys were in that car crash a few weeks ago, so it's good to hear.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her for a long time. It's been a while because I've been working.
What's up, Chrissy? Yeah, work will do that, man. Work will, but we got to work, right? You gotta get that jack. You got to get that coin,
Right.
Ladies like the guys that can, buy them the big Snickers instead of the little Snickers,
Exactly.
You got to be able to make it drizzle.
There you go. Maybe bring some of that free popcorn home and treat your girl to some of that free popcorn. Girls like that. Jerry, don't kick the dog or the wife. No. That's all tongue in cheek stuff, Jerry. Again, I don't kick the dog, and I'm the one that gets beaten. So
There you go.
I'm from agency pretty soon, but they haven't emailed back from me yet. It's gonna take a while.
Well, you're doing all right. You don't seem to be any worse for wear from the accident, so that's good. At least somebody's is all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, car accidents are a funny thing, man. I had a customer got into a car accident, and he didn't feel anything until like 2 or 3 days later. So one of those weird things. Where the hell is Sty? Joe W. What you need to do is you need to go to Joe Stye's live stream a week ago Sunday. So not this Sunday we just got done with, but a week ago Sunday. You need to go about 28 minutes into that live stream, and you need to watch probably a good 30 minutes of that live stream, and it'll explain everything you need to know or would want to know about what's going on with Stye, because I don't want to try to explain it on here. The guy is going to be going through some chemotherapy for the next month. Will be probably feeling like shit, but he's doing what he can so he can get well and get rid of some cancer that he's got. So,
Wait, Sty has cancer already?
Was that Fulton?
Did Sty have cancer or anything? Or
Yeah, Sty was diagnosed with throat cancer. So that's why he's lost all the weight. That's why everything that's going around with Sty is going on with Sty. And, this summer when he probably should have gone to the doctors, he didn't. I don't know if it made it any worse. But, yeah, that's what he's got to deal with. So, again, it's not uncurable. They're going to give him massive amounts of chemo for the next month, and then they're going to go in and try to remove that part of his esophagus. Apparently, the esophagus is very stretchy, like a Stretch Armstrong, and whatever they take out, they can reattach. And so, he's a tough guy. So my guess is that he's going to get through this just fine. It'll probably be a tough fight for the old bird.
yeah.
Anyway, he's probably going to feel like shit for a while. He gets through this, and then he gets through the surgery, and then that's going to take a while to heal. But you know what? He's my buddy.
All right, go.
And I feel like, it's not his time. I'm not done fucking with Sty yet. So no one's going to take him away from me. So
Right.
It is. It is pretty stretchy.
Apparently this way too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, what are you been putting on your esophagus? That thing is huge.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the Marine Corps, not the Navy.
Most likely.
Passed away. Did you guys hear about that?
Who's that?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, you know what? Someone did mention that at work today.
Yeah,
I
was texted about that when I was working. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Wife just told me that.
He was kind of a has-been up until about 10, 15 years ago, and Howard Stern kind of brought him back to the limelight and kind of reignited his career, coming on the show and talking to him and things like that. And again, the guy is for a comedian. He is, most comedians are. Most comedians aren't your standard. There's something. Andrew Dice Clay, all your comedians have, some of them. Norm Macdonald. Some comedians are just odd comedians, and Gilbert Gottfried is definitely one of those odd comedians. So, rolled
I bet that was fun, Bacon.
Taking the interchange on a freeway, doing about 85 miles an hour when I hit an oil slick and my back end broke loose. Walked away from it virtually unscathed.
Wow.
There you go.
Lucky.
Oh, that's very lucky.
I bet that was a fun ride.
Whoa. Would have shit myself.
Yeah, my dad told me a story once when he was young about he wound up on the roof of his car one time with it upside down, and he was 17 years old when he joined the Air Force. It was probably like me joining the Marine Corps, probably the best thing he did for himself. So
I was told if you ever get in a situation like that, you look at the steering wheel and just kind of go like that, because you're going for the ride, and that's going to probably cause more damage than just kind of tucking in and just kind of rolling with it.
Well, who knows nowadays with the airbags, right? I mean, you got front side. I mean, if you got a newer car, you got front side and curtain airbags. You're probably way disorientated because all the airbags have gone off.
Yep.
You probably can't breathe with all the powder that comes from the airbags. So you're gasping for breath. See a lot of people come away from those things with like a broken nose or things like that, but I guess it's better than missing teeth and having glass implanted in your face from the windshield, or a lot of other things that have happened to people before front airbags. So
that would make NASCAR more exciting, eh?
Airbags?
They put airbags in their cars, so when they get in a wreck, you're just coming out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Well,
there would be people like me bumping them in the back just to make the airbag go off.
Right.
Sorry about that.
That's the next generation. About 10 years.
The first and second generation airbags were really bad with that powder. I remember the first two I had blow off back in the day. They were really bad with the powder. Like, you couldn't breathe. You had to get the hell out of the car as quickly as you could. But the last few I've had go off, they haven't been bad at all as far as the powder goes.
So you have multiple experiences with airbags going off in cars?
4.
Maybe you ought to work on your driving skills.
It's not him, it's the Colorado drivers.
Yeah, and it wasn't always just me, but twice it was me, twice it was other people.
Oh, okay.
Driving.
I'm fortunate to have never experienced an airbag, I guess.
Yeah. No.
It's just a thought of one going off my face just scares the crap out of me, because it will probably mess up the nose or improve mine. Maybe it'll like swell up a little bit and then go down like half the size it is now.
Well, the worst one I had was I had a friend of mine who was a tiny little female, petite little passenger in the car that I was, kind of banging on the side. Anyway, she had the sun visor down, and the airbag hit the visor, and it exploded the mirror all over her face on the back of the visor. So that was probably the worst one. The worst I've ever had is burns on my thumbs from the airbag going off. But
considering the alternative of what it could be, yeah.
None of the vehicles that I wrecked back in the day had airbags.
Mine either.
Yeah, they were lucky to have seatbelts.
Wrecks I've been in our vehicles without airbags. Yeah,
I cheated death on my I think it was my second car wreck, and I wound up basically. It's hard to explain. Basically, wound up in almost a head-on collision, and luckily I was at an angle, so when the guy hit me, these were rear-wheel drive cars. I had a Mercury Zephyr, if you remember that old kind of thing. And this was, this is 85, so I'm gonna guess the Zephyr was probably a late 70s Zephyr.
Yeah, 76, 77.
I had a huge ass cinder block. I mean, a solid cinder block, probably 200 pounds in the back of that vehicle. And when we hit like that, that thing came through the back seat, hit the seat next to me. Now the seats back then was a split bench front seat.
Mm.
That cinder block was sitting right next to me. Roof buckled. I hit at a different angle, and that thing had hit the seat I was in. It broke me in half.
Well,
Yeah, or smack you upside the back of the head. One.
I mean, the way it hit the seat, yeah. When I looked at that seat, it's like the paramedics were telling me, the people taking me out of the vehicle were telling me, I was just sore from the seatbelt. I had hit my hips were sore, my shoulder was sore, everything was sore. But I was lucky because I had no real injury. So
yeah.
What are you doing, Fulton?
Hitting wrong buttons and talking to himself.
Yeah, now he's muted. Mom was talking earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's.
But I gotta get going.
All right.
I'll let you know if I hear any.
Have a great night, Fulton.
And we'll let you know.
All right.
Hey, Bill, if I don't see you, happy Easter to you and your family.
Happy Easter. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I've been in a few little fender benders in my time.
Can't see it.
My first one was my most unique. And my first one, we had an ice storm here in Michigan. I was 16 years old, driving, and it was another Mercury Zephyr. Imagine that. Yeah, I had a couple of those. I don't know why my dad kept buying them. I don't know, but so I'm going down one side of the road, and I get to fishtailing a little bit, and the next thing I know, I'm sideways going down the wrong side of the road. The first car that hits me is a Michigan State Trooper.
Oh, no.
Oh.
His car spins off of my car. Other cars were hit. I wind off the side of the road. He winds off the side of the road. It's a big to-do. Yeah. I am sitting now. You have to imagine me back in the day. All right, so me back in the day, age 16 years old. I've got my concert T-shirt on. I've got my jean jacket with my collar turned up. Hair is probably a little longer than it should be. And I'm sitting in this car, and I'm trying to assess the situation now that we're stopped and everything's okay. Now, out of my side mirror, which still happens to be on the vehicle, I see this rather tall, all in dark blue, black gentleman heading towards my vehicle.
Yeah.
The state trooper. He walks up to my side door, and he looks at me, and he says, how you doing? Are you okay? Yeah. And I told him, I says, yeah, I think I'm all right. He says, get the hell out of the car. So I get out of the car. We go into this gas station that's right there. Now, in the meantime, I find out he has ran in, his car spun into a fire hydrant. Now, fire hydrant had three protective steel posts around it in order to keep it from being hit. Now, any of you that don't know anything about fire hydrants, they've got a shut off. When they break off, they don't spew like in the movies.
No.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a myth. His state trooper car was about 6 months old. With the state troopers, what they had done is they had done this lottery, and the state troopers that had their cars, they all put their names in this hat or what. I don't know how it worked. All I know is I got the news after the fact, and he had this car no more than maybe 6 months. And there were so many police there, and they were all, the biggest part is they were all giving me the eye, but they were all at the same point in time giving him shit.
Yeah, for wrecking his brand new car.
Brand new, and they said that thing they couldn't fix it.
No.
Totaled it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, what did I get a ticket for? Too fast for conditions. Because I wasn't doing anything really wrong. I just, at age 16, rear-wheel drive vehicle, I just lost control of the car. And we had literally had an ice storm, and my job still told me, we need you to come in. And I went in. I was a kid, what are you going to do, But
was this in Flint?
No, this is Pontiac.
Okay, Pontiac. Okay.
The other direction.
Pontiac. My aunt lived in Flint most of her life.
Yeah, I used to work in the Pontiac Mall, which then became the Summit Place, and yeah, that was some of my first jobs was working. Well, for me as a kid, my mom used to work in that mall. She actually used to work in a Pontiac State Bank, which I don't know how Pontiac is a state, but she used to work at Pontiac State Bank. And as a kid, I used to run the mall when she would be there at work in the summertime. I always got money for tokens for playing video games and stuff. But back in those days, the mid to early 80s, you didn't worry too much about letting your kids loose in a mall, playing video games and things like you wouldn't. I don't think you do that much nowadays. Not a young teen or whatever in places, like in public places like that. You just never know. There's too many creeps out there. So that's where I wound up getting a couple of my jobs before I finally got out of there. So,
well, dang, Uncle John, I'm glad you're all right now.
What did I miss? Well, don't give it a job. The worst accident I was in, I was a passenger, and we got T-boned on the passenger side. I ended up in a coma for a few days. No airbags in the car at all. Holy mackerel! Yeah, coma is that sad. That's yeah. But they say coma is your body's way of protecting you.
Yep.
By your body putting you in a coma. This is why I've heard. I'm not a doctor, and I did not say at a Holiday Inn Express the other night. But they say that your body going into coma is its way of protecting you. So my first accident was in my first car. My water pump went out, engine was overheated to the point it was detonating, and I took the middle lane to get out of traffic before it exploded. T-boned. Holy crap! I think a lot of
never good.
Oh no, that's the worst. I mean, head on though, that my first one wasn't
just
good.
as bad. Yeah,
that wasn't good. The funny part is the guy that hit me had a brand new IROC. I don't know what it was with me and new cars. This guy, the report was that this guy came around the corner flying, had a brand new IROC, and hit me. Now again, I was in the wrong because there was a car stopped here, turned in front of me, and I was stopped here, turned in front of this other place, and this guy came up this way like hauling ass. So he just come around the corner. I mean, obviously he may have been speeding. They can't assess all of that stuff. Didn't back in the day. One of the guys I worked with, because I was going to work, he said the guy had beer spilt all over his lap. But again, this is 1984, so they could see the young kid. I was in the wrong. Blah blah blah. So they didn't go through all this stuff with the driver, but yeah, it was just one of those things, man. Brand new IROC. So. And then it was my third car accident. That's what made me join the Marine Corps. We won't go into that.
Not me. I stayed in the Air Force. Heck with all that Marines and Navy. Dad was Navy. My cousin was a Marine. I got a couple other cousins that were Marines too. But I'm like, I'm gonna go in the Air Force. And I'm glad I did. I did
Air
my 4
Force.
Years.
Well,
exactly.
My dad was there.
But I had good barracks and I ate good.
Yeah.
And even when I was over in Saudi, we still I stayed in a tent most of the time when I was over there, but still I had air conditioning because that's what I did. I did air conditioning. So
there you go.
My AC was nice when I was sleeping.
I bet.
Granted, it was a cot, but it is what it is.
My second time in Okinawa, I had already done most of the Okinawa training. They sent me out of my artillery battery. I was a Camp Butler Foster, and they put me with this Garrison Property Company. And what they did is they basically tracked computers, printers, office furniture, couches, all this different stuff. My 2-man bedroom that had air conditioning in Okinawa. We had thrown down extra carpeting. We had put a couch in there. We put a refrigerator in there. Anything I could get my hands on. I mean, I had to sign out for it. They knew it was in the room. Yeah. But if it was something that was just going to sit in another storage area, it was in our room. So we had one of the – it was jam-packed full of crap, but, you didn't have to sit in the standard wooden chairs that they gave us in the rooms. But
there you go. Did you eat much good food over there? Kimchi and whatnot?
I've had kimchi. I had my kimchi when I was in Korea. I didn't have kimchi in Okinawa. I had my kimchi when we went for bear hunt in 1986, which we didn't hunt bear. In case anybody in the chat doesn't realize that something called bear hunt isn't actually about hunting bears. So.
I was going to say what I thought it was. I'm like, it's probably not good to say that on YouTube.
Well, it was a joint mission that we did for training purposes with the U.S. Army and with the South Korean Army. And it wasn't the Army, it was their artillery. The Army artillery. Hey, Sam.
Hi.
How you doing, girl?
Well, how are you?
Sam saw the sausage fest and says, "You know what? I just got to get up there. all these handsome guys, and just
too much testosterone up in this.
I can't be left out. I just have to be surrounded by." No, that's not what he was thinking at all. He's like, "Look at all those homely fuckers. I better get up there and help out."
Oh shit!
Cheers, there,
What's up,
whiskey.
whiskey shits? Cheers, right?
Oh, although I'm drinking a scotch, so something different.
Right, huh?
It's actually it's a sample I won from Kilco.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I have never had
Up
scotch.
here about
So,
Clone
okay, there you go.
57%.
So,
It's a
114
it's a-
proof.
yeah, it's a pick from Irene Tan out where he lives in Rhode Island.
Okay.
So it's something I'll never get around here. I'll never see it. There's no way I'm going to get it unless I go to Rhode Island. So, which is not going to happen anytime soon.
It's like the few little samples I got from Shane, from God, I can't think of his name off the top of the head, but he sent me 3 little samples of Old Carter.
Another
Like
thing I've
2
never
ounce
tried.
poured.
Yeah.
And when I drank it, I didn't realize how special. I mean, it tasted really good, and it had a nice high proof on it. I think the one was like 137, but I didn't appreciate at that point in my journey. I didn't realize or appreciate what I had like I should have. So, what's up, Donald?
This one does
I'm gonna
not
put
drink
her
like
on her leash.
114.
One sec.
What's that?
I said this doesn't.
So I'm
drink
gonna
like
put her on her
114
leash.
at all.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned about Scotch a couple months ago. Is most Scotch is 12 years old or older. Unlike bourbon or whiskey, that's not necessarily got to be that old. Most Scotch ages for much, much longer than what you have with bourbon. So,
well, they're using used oak barrels. So they get our bourbon barrels over to Scotland, and then they put their fresh, new make in that, and then it ages over there, and the climate is, a lot different. It's a lot cooler and more, humid and everything else. You got ocean breezes, stuff like that. So it ages a lot slower. That's why, this is like close to 12.
Hi, Raven.
what the hell is that?
How you doing, Raven?
What's up, Raven? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay.
Good to see you, my friend.
I forgot my glass.
There goes Chadio going find his glasses.
Oh, there he is.
Roman's up there being all silent and stuff.
I was wondering if Raven has a push mower there in his bedroom in the background there. What is that?
Yeah, it's a push mower with a basket on it.
Is that an air compressor? What is that?
No, that's a one of those like shopping carts.
Oh, okay.
You stole a shopping cart?
Again?
You stole a shopping cart?
Son of a gun.
I don't have any shopping carts in my house. Don't have it in my bedroom either.
Yeah, my mom wanted to buy me one of those. I was like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to use it.
old-fashioned kind.
I use it to do my laundry with.
There you go.
Wow.
Because picking up a laundry basket would be way too inconvenient.
Right.
Well, for a Cowboys fan.
There you go. Oh, well,
It all
I'm
makes
not,
sense.
hey, hell, I don't like football.
Yeah.
I just like the chair.
I got you. You're the rock star.
Yeah, when you're a cowboy and you're walking around and you have that choking hazard, you don't want to have better have something on wheels.
Yeah.
Although I really shouldn't talk being a Lions fan, but
0-16 again last year, right?
No,
1-15.
I think they had 3 wins and a tie.
Yeah.
Practically.
They started out the season. That's right. They started the season out with a tie. I was like, hey, look, they're not losing every game.
That let you show how bad Pittsburgh was.
I barely keep up with that stuff, but I've been a Cowboys fan for probably 25 years.
Hold on a second, Roman.
There you
Raymond.
go.
Raymond, Roman, same thing.
What the hell is that?
New Belgium, 9.5%.
Nice.
Use force.
That's a double deuce, right? Or is that 16 ounces?
19.2.
That's got to be a Colorado thing. Colorado.
19.2.
Colorado just can't be freaking normal.
No, 19.
They don't have a 16-ounce beer. They don't have a 22-ounce beer.
Stovepipe.
They got a 19.2.
The stovepipe. No, actually, the cider I think started in Europe somewhere.
Even their beer is gay. God damn it! Just joking. Just joking. Everyone in the chat.
All I'm gonna say is Belgium and New Belgium are the same thing anymore. So there you go.
That kind of reminds me of someone. Someone said Raven was in New Mexico, and someone says, "Is there an Old Mexico?"
Yeah,
a little bit further
country.
south of him.
Yeah, it's called
Mexico.
Well,
it's called
Western
Mexico?
U.S. up until 1848.
I believe Old Mexico is called Texas.
Really?
Oh,
that's just the fallacies they taught you in school.
Yeah. Who knows?
What's
I'm
up,
from Kentucky,
Gary?
so
Well, having El Paso and all that.
Hold on, Blake.
Hey, Gary, I got your package. I'm going to do a video with it very, very soon. Gary, some nice hot sauces.
Ooh.
So, and of course, he stuck a little jerky in there too. So,
Turkey's always good.
Thank you again, my friend. Thank you.
Blake, it's got some grapefruit, some orange, and some other citrusness to it.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, nice Yama.
Beautiful smile.
Everybody's got their own idea of Old Mexico. Old Mexico is California.
Not really.
Technically, part of Colorado was part of Old
It goes way too
Mexico.
up the coast to be Old Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Western
Well,
Colorado was
if
Old
people
Mexico.
really understand history, this whole entire region from Texas all the way up to the
Utah,
well, no,
Idaho.
not Utah as well. I mean,
Colorado, Utah, Nevada, California, and
well,
Texas and South.
as far as the Canada border was part of
Canada?
Mexico.
Oh.
And actually, if people
Nice.
literally
There
look
you go.
further back, it was part of Spain.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
All right, goddamn bacon. Come on. Now you need to go. You need to go to a state where there's 16-ounce beers or they're 22-ounce beers. 19.2 is not standard. It's standard
in the
you
UK,
know,
it's in the UK because I think it's 500 milliliters.
It's standard in all those weird communities. But just joking. 19.2. I mean,
Well,
hell, why the 0.2?
I don't know.
Why not 20?
Ask England. Ask Shark. He knows all about England.
Now,
when he
see,
comes back.
so now if it's measured by milliliters and a certain number of milliliters, like a bottle of bourbon is 750 milliliters, I couldn't tell you how many ounces that is.
And this is 568 milliliters. So yeah, it's a measurable amount.
Hold on, 568? Why not?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either.
A pint is 500, so that makes sense.
But it's a pint. It's 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Come up with some even numbers. Jeez,
Why don't they just
like half a gallon or
Yeah, let's just round it up to 569.
Right.
That would make more sense.
That's the metric system. Well, again, if like bourbon, if you get a bottle of bourbon, 750 milliliters, right? They don't make it 749. 751. Although we would take 751 over 750. Just saying, bourbon companies, in case you were thinking about changing, just don't charge more. In case you were changing.
Yeah, give me that extra little bit.
I think this was like
Just
$3.
for that last little bit of pour in there, it'd be good for
That's
it.
right.
$3.
That's not bad for a beer.
Yes, you're weird. We know, goddamn big. I mean, I know. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we know.
Eddie, what was the ABV on that one?
9.5%.
Dang,
That's pretty good.
that's on up there.
It's
it
a
is an IPA,
hazy,
though, so.
hazy Imperial IPA, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that beer would be my record on drinking beer. Because usually I drink 5.5 or 5.9 or 8.2.
It's my record. I've drank.
Have a great night, Will the Rocker. Love you, man. God bless you. Keep it spicy, bro.
Watch those tornadoes.
Yeah.
Peace out, Will.
And if you're going to be outside, hold a tree.
Giving drinkers over 1.5 standard servings of beer.
Thank you.
Sam, was that
Thank
you
you,
again?
Mr. Wizard.
Sam, get that automated voice.
No, that's.
Oh, I was
That
Raven.
that was you, Raven, man. You fooled me.
Come on, Dumbledore.
19.2 ounces of beer.
According to Gorge Drinking, unsurprisingly pioneered by Oscar Blues back in 2012, the 19.2 ounces can, often called a stovepipe, is a behemoth of beer, giving drinkers over 1.5 standard servings of beer.
Okay. Well, it started in Colorado. Who'd have thunk? You were right. Bill was right. He's actually probably just talking trash and it did start here. Oh my gosh, that's actually hysterical.
So, funny mini story. I'm trying to record today because my voice finally came back after so long. And that damn stupid rooster starts crowing. And I get pissed because I can't get a good recording without him going, So I stick my head out the window. My neighbor's next door burning grass. I didn't realize till afterwards. And I scream because I'm in the moment and I'm mad. And I said, cockle-doodle-doo, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. And this guy just starts laughing. And I look over and he's like, okay, yeah.
Honey, we gotta move. We gotta move.
Like, I'm not messing with you. It was, I didn't, you don't know people are around or listening. You think you're by yourself.
Well, when the
And
rooster
I
goes,
was just mortified. I started laughing afterwards, though. I was like, "Fuck, that was."
You need to do
Oops.
it. You need to do a.
Sort of like when
cover
you're on a
with the
panel and you
rooster.
think you've muted to yell at the dogs, and you
you
haven't
know,
really
you
muted.
want a camera during these moments, but you don't ever get a camera during the real shit.
Right?
That's
Like
funny.
you wish you had one on. But yeah, I was so mad. I swear, we're gonna have like 2 turkeys this next Thanksgiving.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God.
Next time the rooster goes off like that, just cover some Allison Chain's rooster and then just kind of have a duet going of it with the rooster.
There you
Here
go.
comes the rooster.
Good throw. They're so
Good
annoying.
idea. Yeah,
Well,
it's
you gotta
just really annoying. They
understand
keep
why
doing
it
it, and it's like it's already daylight. We know. Shut up! It's daylight. I understand.
It
Shut
starts
up.
at 3:50 a.m. and they do not stop until later on at night. It is
I
annoying.
would have to move.
Really?
Yeah. This ain't
Yeah.
no farm area. It's a residential area. You would think that'd be out in like a farm field
It's got to be.
or something.
Yeah.
I would have to sneak out in the middle of the night and find the rooster and ring its little fucking neck.
They're fucking roosters.
I've sent Tyga over. He's just not got the job done.
There are roosters walking around the old area of Tampa, Ybor City. You're just sitting there outside and on the patio having a beer, and along comes a rooster just walking along the sidewalk. What the fuck is that?
Choked chicken.
I felt like I was in Key West because Key West is the same way. Roosters are just running around like nothing.
In Colorado, people got their cocks out all the time. So,
Well,
Well,
mostly
Okay.
Roman, but that's okay.
You also got to be
Bacon.
careful about when you're in Florida. You got to You gotta watch out for gators too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're tasty.
Yeah,
only
those football
only
players-
gators
those
I've
football-
seen, and my
those
dad's never
football
heard are like
players are
maybe
rough.
3 feet. And I'm like, you're a little shit.
No, not that type of gator.
Well, Phil likes to sneak
my
out in the
dad's
middle of the
my
night
dad's
and
living-
choke a
my
cock,
da-
and
yeah.
Sam's going hoarse from screaming at cock all the time. So there's a couple of cock jokes there that were totally missed.
And
before we
Roman's
went
Roman's
Yeah.
esophagus is dislodged by cock.
well, yeah, it might be. Everybody can do this. You just never tried it.
Well, yeah.
Well, not everybody.
I just think of my
I got too
kneecap.
much
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little.
He's right. Look at there. See, you can just move it all over the place. No big deal.
Some people can't move it.
Let's see. Can you do that, Chatio?
See, he can do it too.
Yeah, yours move. Not quite as good as Roman.
That's a Colorado thing. You're
It's
just not
Colorado.
cool enough.
You know.
It's called the stovepipe.
Cock-a-doodle-doo,
I guess that's
motherfucker.
better than being called the cockholster. I mean, the
Grandma.
stovepipe, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's getting dark on me here.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark here. We get dark at the same time right now. It's pretty crazy, even though you're that further south.
It's a good
Sun's
thing
going
you
down
got.
immediately.
you
Well,
got
sun's down.
LED It's a good thing you got those LED lights in
It's,
the house. To keep it
it's
from
always
getting
dark
dark
in
there.
Fort Wayne. I've been there.
It's not dark yet, but it's getting closer. Here.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let me turn on a couple lights on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's a great test.
Oh man, that was postcard like that. Oh jeez, I'd love to enjoy that every night.
We always push the envelope on good taste on this show. So at some point,
Yeah.
At some point, we exceed good taste, and it's just.
I gotta show you something, Phil.
One of these
There you
days,
go.
I'll
Don't
turn
expose
the
yourself
guitar
again,
and put
Raven.
this on. Oh man.
No.
Oh,
that was better.
Whoever gets
Yeah.
expose yourself, let's really see what's going on.
Oh,
Anybody
look at
does anybody
that.
want to see what Raven is packing?
Not really.
Okay.
Jerky.
You got some Jack Links.
That is the
Jack Link's
okay.
original.
What's that? 2
Pounder.
pound?
That's
19.2 ounces.
yeah, it's a 1 pound bag.
It says right up top. It says pounder.
I can't read. I'm a librarian.
Gary says boo. Yeah. See, you're in New Mexico. You could get Gary's Jeff's famous beef jerky.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
you got to get outside the norm. You got to get outside the mainstream.
Yeah.
Try something different.
Well, see, I'll
Yeah,
tell
I'm
you,
gonna have to order some Jeffs here probably.
the
in a few weeks.
one I purchased last time was this thick.
Twisted.
So twisted.
The jerkies were this thick, and they were really good.
Hey, Twisted.
But the only time is that you have to clean out your teeth just to get the.
I'm like beef jerky that you just take a bite and it's just like butter. You're like, oh.
Yeah. I have those ones too.
Kathy, hey woman, how you doing?
Well, I guess I know what came in Phil's mailbox today. These
Right?
nuts! I actually had a beer over the weekend called D's Nuts. It was a peanut butter hazelnut ale. It was pretty good.
Huh.
I should have saved the can for tonight. I wasn't even thinking until like the show started. I was like, son of a bitch.
He's nuts.
I could have just came up with that intro.
Yeah.
Like, bam!
Well, you should go. You should go out and buy another one, and then later on bring it out.
I may have to do that. I don't know when I'm going back to that liquor store. I've kind of through the mail ordered 20 beers.
Roman, you all right? You're quiet.
All right.
All right. I see you up there making faces, and I was like, "Did not say anything." That was weird.
Just enjoying the show, I wish I had some popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just getting started. It's only 9:18. It's only 8:18 where he's at. So.
True.
7:18 here.
It's
7:18,
5:18
sorry.
and super sunny. It's really nice out today.
7:18. He's just waking up.
That's what I was watching. Yeah, I was watching the Fort Hood camera at the airport, like the lake camera for the lake. Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful today. I was like, I want to be there.
Our lake's finally starting to thaw.
I saw a plane take off on the lake today. I was like, I didn't think it was that thick though, because the snow melts like that up there. It's insane. Just watching it over the last week at the airport, just like whoop, gone. Welcome to mud season. Yeah. Yeah, a plane took off the lake, but it had to before it went, it was just kind of going like that, trying to make sure it had the traction. I think making sure the ice was thick enough that it finally went. I was like, that was kind of cool on the skis.
Kind of cool on the skis. Nice Chatio hat. Can we see the Chatio hat up close?
Oh yeah, I will say 1,500 subs giveaway for subscribers will be a Chatio hat. Not this exact one. You'll get a fresh one. So
yeah, you don't have to put up with Chatio's head having been in it,
or you don't have to deal with all this cat hair all over it.
Oh, I want one with cat hair.
Okay, I'll send it to you. Just get myself a new one.
I don't want one that your head's been on. I just want one with cat hair.
Just take one out and just put cat. Just rub it on cat and see it. And then
I'll just say, hey, you want a Chatio hat, and I'll mail you a cat and a hat. So there you go.
There you go.
Don't mail me no fucking cat.
Throw an empty box on the floor. Throw a brand new hat in it. Just wait a couple of weeks.
Stella said she wants to move to Michigan. So
although we do have plenty of Chinese restaurants out here, I'm sure I could find a good home for it.
Oh. Well, Stella would feed a family of 6, so there you go.
There you go. How do you think they come up with all-you-can-eat buffets at Chinese restaurants?
Yeah. Meow, meow, woof, woof. That's what I always call them. Lucy would just be a snack. Lily could feed, too.
I always joke with the guy I work with. It says buffet, you come, you eat, you go home. You not stay all day. You eat before you go home.
What was that? Because I have seen that. I remember The Simpsons.
I've seen it on signs that are memes on YouTube or on meme generators and whatnot. I don't know that I've ever seen it in a movie, but
yeah, I've seen. Homer got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he threatened to sue. He said all you can eat. Oh, was it? Oh no, comedian. Oh, who was it? A comedian. Oh man. I can't remember his name, but it's on the tip of my tongue. They're like, you're so fat. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Belgium style. Ooh, a Belgium Tripel.
Nice.
Real ale brewing.
That's
Not
nice.
fake ale brewing, real ale. Look at this color.
I know.
It'll be a gold color. Oh, yeah.
I remember when Homer gained all of his weight and he was trying to find something to wear. He's like, oh, I don't want anything. Just give me the moo over there. That won't anything weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he was working from home. I remember that. I was actually thinking about that episode the other day because I'm like, I need to get one of those pecking things and put it in front of my keyboard if I want to go to the grocery store or something during work.
Yeah, it's only 8.1.
Oh, okay. That's good. 8.1's good.
Yeah, that's about mid-range for a Tripel.
Rumor has it Chinese buffets have a limit of 25 minutes before you'll be hungry.
Locally made here in Texas.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know about people that say, they eat Chinese food, rice or whatever, and like an hour later they're hungry. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm a big guy. You would think if anybody had that kind of. No, I mean, I eat Chinese food once a week. I eat Thai food once a week. I know that's my, and I am stuffed. I mean, it's one meal. It's done. Yeah, no.
Yeah, sushi does that to me. I ate sushi like an hour later. I'm like, I need to eat again.
Yeah, exactly. I would think sushi, but there's not a whole lot to. I mean, for sushi, it's like 4 or 5 little circles, right?
Yeah.
And for the price of it too, though. But I love sushi.
I do too.
Oh, it's just so good. I need to go the heck out of that.
I'll tell you this. I like the wasabi sauce.
Yeah.
On it.
Oh, the hot stuff.
I'll tell you this.
Oh,
the
you have an intruder.
It's not.
I got a ladybug.
Where?
There it is.
Oh, right there.
Yep. Kind of late.
Yeah, it's that time of season when things start thawing here. You start seeing the ladybugs.
That's funny.
Creeping out of the woodwork.
Sushi was pretty good on the pole at the strip club, but an hour later I was hungry again.
Yeah. There you go.
So
I'll say it. There's a sushi place I know Roman knows about by the grocery store. We inadvertently ran into each other. I ran the other direction like a little bitch, but yeah, Sushi Totoro, they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's a diamond in the rough there.
Yeah, Jerry J, unlike veal, kittens are not very good. You do have to get them fattened up a little bit.
Hey,
so Phil, if Chadia was really drinking gay beers, he would have come up and hit on me in the vegetable section at the grocery store. And he walked the other way. So either he's really shy.
Well, the reason I walked the other way was he had like a 24-pack of Budweiser. I was like, nah. I'm just kidding.
And that's the second time Roman had been to that grocery store that day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy beer there, man. That beer is stale as hell. No, I go to the liquor store for my beer.
Yeah, I know. It sits there. That's the issue. It sucks.
I think I was making lasagna that night.
He had a 24-pack of Bud Light and one of those great big English cucumbers.
Yeah. So remember, Roman and I looked at each other and
textured for her pleasure or your pleasure. Whatever.
Trying to I know you, man. We had geography together, remember? No, but I was looking at Roman and I was like, I can't remember his name. I don't want to go up to him and be like, hey, you. I saw you on Spicy's channel. He would run the other way.
Apparently, you don't know me very well because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He'll probably give you a punch in the face.
I'm pretty approachable.
That might have been what he was.
I know. It was just like, I think I was intoxicated, just trying to get something to eat. Some food.
Well, same. We could have gone to the bar and had a shot afterward.
We could have met up and we could have gone to BQ's.
BQ's, yeah.
Oh God.
Dairy Queen.
I know the new owner over there, so.
Oh yeah. Well, she was a long time bartender there, yeah.
And then Chadio wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and has to do the walk of shame back home.
I do the walk of shame. It's a 5-minute walk from my house. That bar we're talking about. It's a 5-minute walk from my house, just right up the road. There's a brewery over by the grocery store.
Unless a cop pulls you over for walking drunk.
I stay on the sidewalk.
Drunk in public.
Okay.
It's like, Ron White. I was drunk in a bar. They threw me into public.
There you go.
Yeah, that brewery over there sucks.
Jade Mountain, yeah, it's a piece of crap. Well, the brewer used to be there. That was my Cheers. Pilot House. That was definitely my Cheers.
Oh,
roll into the corner seat. They go, Chadio.
It's nice to have a place like that, but it can be a hell of a lot more expensive drinking out than drinking at home.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of times, I think we forgot to charge you for a couple. Nah, you're good.
Oh, well, there you go.
Even the owner's he always would feed me. Oh yeah, this just tapped. Try it. Just hand me pints of the beers they just tapped.
Guys, I'm getting something to eat. I'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good night there.
All right, Dan.
Raven.
Enjoy your jerky.
See you, Raven.
I'm gonna have lasagna.
Enjoy your underwear hamper.
Yeah, that's so funny. My mom's like, I'm gonna buy you one of these so you can easily bring your stuff home from the grocery store. I'm like, I just carry it in bags.
Yeah, no thank you.
8-minute walk from the house. I don't care.
Yep. don't want to look like Raven walking back from the laundromat with your little
grandma.
Yeah.
Walking down the
road. I even flat out told her, I said, Mom, I wouldn't use it for the grocery store. I'd use it for the liquor store.
Well, see, I mean, that's where you see in the news, like in New York, the Asian women getting hit or punched, randomly. They're usually pulling around one of those little carts. So you want to be careful if you're out there pulling around one of those little carts. Just
Oh yeah.
What's up, Marty?
Hey, Marty. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, whiskey.
Marty,
at least if you're going to carry around one of those little carts, you better at least have a flexible esophagus on you.
And a baseball bat.
There you go.
Got that covered too. It's right over there.
better have it in that little cart when you go out.
Oh yeah.
Or you could do it like Samantha and just have it behind your back. You know.
I figure I'll probably be meeting some of the YouTubers down here in Texas for like the Bastards Ball. I'm not sure if y'all know about that one. For, Whiskey Tribe, you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No. Crowded Barrel Whiskey Company, Whiskey Vault. No. Okay. It's a Texas thing down here. There's a distillery down here that's it's crowdsourced. So if you're a patron of that company, you know, then they'll say, okay, we've got this in, you know, what do you want us to do with it? And the patrons are like, well, age it for a while here, and then, you know, we'll do this with it, or, you know, we'll do that with it, or, you know, it's pretty cool that way. But they've been around for a while, and y'all should check them out sometime. It's called Whiskey Vault or Whiskey Tribe. And,
okay.
They have a big thing down here that they call the Bastards Ball.
What did you eat, Robert?
That was a motorcycle going by.
Oh, I thought you
that, of course, I'm sure it was.
It sounded like a squirrel coming up.
Yeah. Sam can handle a baseball bat pretty good. Look.
Anna, Elsa, Christoph, Sven, Samantha.
She knows
I love it. That's so perfect. Oh my god.
She knows how to handle a baseball bat.
I did play softball for years, so just saying.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you stayed straight?
I did as well, but it was rec league and they had stupid rules.
I grew up around the ball field. My dad played, mom played, sisters played, brother still plays.
Wow.
I've been thinking about getting on a co-ed team again because I miss it. My ladies team took first back in 2006. I played for Army Wives and Army Females softball league, and it was awesome. We took first. It was really, really good team, actually.
That was awesome.
There's a rule here: if you're a male and you hit a home run, it's an automatic out, not a home run.
Really? Well, that's gay.
Yeah.
It's just
Colorado, though, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's stupid.
You
It's
have
like,
a certain homer rule now. Like, you're not allowed to get unlimited amounts of homers. You can only get a couple, and
It's
then
like
it's
you're
considered an out.
Bigger.
You guys see
It's-
my size,
yeah.
and I've connected once on a three something foot field, and I hit it off like the middle of the fence, and I was able to make it all the way around because the outfielders played me so shallow, and by the time they got to the ball and threw it in, I was already rounding third. But it's like, what if I hit that ball over the fence? I'm like, look at me, I'm freaking 5'8", $130. Let me just have my home run.
Even as tall and my military stuff, and I was never able to hit one. I could never get the timing just right in order to hit one over the fence.
Yeah.
I would always just try to hit the gaps or try to pull one or hit. I was really good at pulling them or hitting them to right field.
Yep.
Wherever you told me to put the ball, I could put it, except over the fence.
Yeah, I could shoot the gaps.
You see what Kathy said?
Yeah.
I think she might have been directing that to you.
Hey, woman.
Just saying.
She is funny.
Ooh, Kathy has a new nickname for Mr. Great Shot.
Yeah,
Just balls in his school night.
Great Shot. I love it. That's funny.
Mr. Cream Shot. Oh, hey. Someone's got to be on the receiving end of that, Kathy. So.
Dodge and move.
Just saying.
I love it. Oh, Phil, I sent you a message in our mini group. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silent.
10.
Awkward.
I feel like the kid from Rookie of the Year. My shoulder's so tense. Just snap.
Gotta get you to playing disc golf, Chaddy. That's what'll help you out.
I just slept wrong a few nights ago. 2 nights in a row, I slept wrong. Saturday, I could barely even lift my arm. I'm like, this sucks.
Be right back.
It hurt. Like I did my giveaway for the T-shirt, and every time I would reach for my mouse, I was like, ah! It hurts so bad.
Oh, come on. Now you're not as old as we are.
Yeah, but I've had tendonitis in my shoulders for 20 years now.
In your shoulders? You get tendonitis? I thought it was the elbow.
That's tennis elbow, but no. Tendonitis in the shoulders, the joint.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need a massage.
Do what?
Yeah.
Shadow needs a massage.
Yes, I do.
I think you need to improve your technique. It needs to be more elbow, less shoulder.
I'm not talking about
How to do it that
that.
way. I thought it was like that.
Totally different style, but
Yeah.
I respect it.
I don't know. Looks a little delusional to me, but hey, you know. Each his
Nobody
own.
said I wasn't. Oof. All right, let's check the sports scores.
Yes, Gary, they are.
Okay. Okay.
My vocals are, nothing else, but just the vocals. I have them connected to a Roland AC, a Roland amp.
And I just hit the wrong button, wrong remote. Bring you guys back up. That's funny. Hit the button on a remote and you guys won't like, yeah. I'm like, nope, wrong one. I'm going to put up a hockey game on my third screen. Oh, come on. Let me check.
How do you get rid of the rooster, Gary?
You choke it.
You choke the chicken rooster. Choke the rooster.
Oh, I guess no hockey for me tonight. That sucks. I should try this. Oh, wait, there it goes. It's being slow. It's a game I wanted to.
I'm going to the Avs game tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah?
Who are they playing?
I don't know.
I know somebody else is going too, and I'm like, man, I haven't been to an Avalanche game in 4 years.
Well, I had Palo Alto Networks reach out to me, and they're like, well, actually, they reached out to my CIO, and they're like, yeah, you want to come stay in our club suite? And
Nice.
Hobnob with all the yuppies and all that shit, and he can't make it, so he called me, and he's like, hey, you want to go to the Avs game and rub knobs with all these rich people? And I'm like, why not? Why not? I'll tell them how shitty their pricing is, and how
your pasta, Kathy.
our new contract is so fucking expensive that we're switching brands. Yeah. So, but they'll buy me free beer and food, and then I get to watch an Avs game. So,
yeah,
whatever. I'll tolerate it for a while.
They're playing the Kings of Los Angeles. So it should be an easy one for the Avs. The issue is I want Florida to win the President's Trophy, not the Avalanche, because I don't want that bad juju over our heads going into the playoffs. Unless they're like, screw it, we'll break that curse. They probably could.
It's a completely different team than it was last time they went to the Stanley Cup.
Well, every team that wins the President's Trophy since I don't remember when. If the team wins the President's Trophy, they do not win the cup. That's been going on for 30 years or so. It's crazy.
Anyway, it's free beer and free snacks.
Hell yeah!
I just gotta memorize some names and
just take high. Just take cue cards.
Just have to be the face of the company. Oh, I'm planning cue cards. Trust me.
Where's my mojo?
That's not nice, Kathy.
I already apologized to her for it. I'm sorry for making you throw up your dinner. Cheers, Gawani.
Hey there, Gwani.
What's up, Gwani? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Gwani, the link is in the chat if you want to come and join us. I know.
Yeah, it'd be good to see.
I know we're not as cool as some of the panels you go up on, but we're working on trying to be cooler. I mean, we brought Robert up here to try to improve our image.
Mm-hmm.
So
it didn't help.
Darn it!
Darn it! I got up here, had the pool in the background and everything else. That didn't help neither. So
I showed up and viewers
we even got Sam,
but Sam came back and the viewers came back.
We're so boring. Sam's not even paying attention anymore.
I'm making something. I'm listening, but I'm making something. I'm making something.
Okay, how about this? Does this make me look better?
Oh, there you go. That helped you, Robert.
Yeah, you should always have those. You should always come with those on, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, that's his shtick.
Oh, my dentist has those same glasses.
Oh yeah.
He only wears them around you, though. He's like, I can't see them.
No, I have to wear them to keep this spit from splattering in my face. They use it on every customer that comes in there.
Mm-hmm.
I might
Kind
do
of
that
like
for
at
now.
the Asian massage parlor. Same thing.
And
there you go.
And that's how I met your mother.
You got to watch out those Asian massage parlors in the spit. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that pissed my wife off when I said that. Oh, wow. She disappeared in a hurry.
I'm making something. I'll send it to you, Phil. Give me a minute.
She's over there giggling, Samantha.
Because I'm having my
something
fun.
funny.
You're going to like this, Phil.
Pray something funny.
Dude, Gwani. Yeah. We're all good, man. I've never told anybody they can't come. Now, I've had people come up here that I kicked the fuck off. I've never not let anybody come up here.
I'm glad you let me up. I love being on channels.
However you're comfortable, Gwani, man. I would never pressure anybody to come here. Just have fun however you have fun. I have fun in some people's chats, just hanging out in some people's chats, man. So I can get really. I actually, when I first got it started with doing live streams, we only could put 6 people up on panel, and I'd put the 6th person up there, and I'd sit in the chat, and I'd have more fun in the chat comment and stuff for the 6 people that were on the panel than I had actually being on the panel myself. We used to have a blast with that stuff.
Sometimes on the different panels, they get too many people on there, and everybody starts talking over each other and stuff like that, and it can be kind of a pain,
It happens. Well, worst part is when there's no speak. You get 6 people or 9 people or 10 people up on a panel, and then nobody's talking. It's like, all right, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right, it is.
I try not to talk.
Typically, I'd be the guy that ain't saying nothing, because even in chat, there's like I'll get on some of the different streams, like especially some of the bigger streams, where there's like 200 or 300 people in chat, and I ain't saying nothing, I'm there, but I ain't gonna say nothing really.
The more people, the more opportunity you have to offend somebody. That's the best time.
Yep. So someone makes that little slip up in their comment. It's like, oh, I got my opportunity. Here we go.
Jump on it.
It's like we were talking about softball earlier. Just toss me a softball. I hit it out of the park.
Yeah. Oh, but Kathy, you're good on panels with that sexy voice.
Squirrel.
Yeah, she is.
Sorry.
I'm open.
Great shot. Did he get that all over you or what, man?
Holy crap. Grab yourself a towel, just kind of wipe it off. You're good.
Oh. You just never know. I'm really digging those sunglasses, Robert.
Thank you.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Yeah, when you put them on, I thought of Corey Hart. What?
What's up,
Spotlight. Can you in the spotlight?
Hey, Jackson Nacho. I'm not
Why
a baby.
Why do we keep having to see Robert's crotch and ass? What's going on over there?
Sorry.
Don't you stand up like a normal person, or you just crawl around like a bear?
I crawl around like a bear.
Okay. It makes sense now.
That chair must be in an awkward position. Oh, he gone.
Well, he lays on his bed.
Did you boot him?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I was just saving the chat from having to stare at his ass again.
Lucy.
Here comes a sneak attack.
With some beer? You get the beer.
Next time I would turn off my camera, okay?
Oh, don't you act like you're gonna puke. It's good beer. You're gonna fuck me up tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just gonna shit on your work computer that's sitting where I'm sitting.
She rubs her undercarriage on your mouse, probably.
She probably does, knowing her.
Ooh, a mouse. Ooh.
Hey, ho, hey, ooh, yeah.
I did that to my boss once.
You rubbed this computer mouse? That's
Yep.
Yeah,
I had to work late that night. I was real sweaty. I was moving a lot of heavy equipment around. And before I left, I went into my boss's office and I did the old tape to the front wipe with the old mousy mouse on his desk. And then the day I quit, I told him about it.
There you go. Yes.
That's awesome.
Well, how often does anybody actually wipe down their mouse either? So it's like, that's weeks, maybe months of just touching another man's balls every single day at work.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, on a lot of keyboards, you see the schmutz on the different keys where people don't clean their keyboards and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why being an IT guy, I make sure I pay attention in the bathroom to who washes their hands before they leave the bathroom and who doesn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got to touch any of their equipment, boom, hand sanitizer, straight to the sink, wash my hands, back to the hand sanitizer.
Yep.
Ouch!
I always wash my hands. I have OCD.
You little freak! You pulled
I've
my
never seen a
nipple.
salesperson or a manager leave the bathroom without washing their hands, but I've seen other people that work in other departments in the dealership, and I've seen customers leave. And as soon as I see a customer leave, I may not wash my hands. I may follow that customer out, and what I'll try to do is they're going to go talk to a salesperson. I'll be like behind them going, no, don't shake the person's hand.
That's nice of you.
That's why I just started doing the fist pump. People in my
What's up,
where
Cody?
your hands have been.
Mrs. Roger Rabbit. I've never seen a mouse
Hi,
that
Jessica.
isn't mine again.
How you doing?
I'll never touch a mouse that isn't mine again. I don't blame you there,
Yeah.
Mrs. Roger Rabbit. You just never know.
Well, you touch Robert every night, or Roger every night.
Yeah, luckily I'm not around people.
That's the worst thing someone can hand you is their cell phone. Are we not? I mean, how many people take their phone into the bathroom to take a shit, then wipe their ass
with their
phone, put their cell phone in their pocket or whatever? Maybe wash your hands. But your cell phone probably the funkiest thing you have on yourself.
Well, maybe that or your credit card.
Right.
Smells fresh.
I don't have a white down my credit card, so
give it the old chatty sniff.
Well, nowadays nobody ever has to touch your credit card, but I mean, you got to be in desperate need for a cell phone to borrow somebody's cell phone anyway. So,
yeah,
that's true. We don't borrow.
I'm not around people most of the time. Although this last weekend I was around hundreds of fucking people. It was F1, not F1. MotoGP was down here this weekend, so.
Coda,
I was dealing with, a couple hundred people parking and stuff like that, talking to them and everything.
Shaking hands. Kissing babies.
Right. I sent it to you,
I did get to go over for the race a little bit on Friday and Saturday, so that was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What do you think?
You sent some video to me. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a rumor in the black community that white folks don't wash their hands. Seriously? Goddamn
the
bacon.
other thing is you sent me.
I washed my hands.
No,
I took a shower
that was
today.
Jay. I was just messing with Reface. That was a
Oh.
joke.
Is that Jay's face? As
Yeah,
another
it's Jay's
guy?
face.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was messing with it.
Why'd you
was
send that
laughing
shit to
really
me?
Because it's funny. Everybody's in the group. It's you, me, and Granny Dojo. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Sty. Yeah.
I feel awkward
But
now.
the
I hope I
thumbnail's
don't have
what
to
I
see
wanted
Jay
you to
anytime
see.
soon. Holy mackerel! You just never know. You never know with your friends what they'll send you.
That's right.
Mr. Robert Rabbit. You probably
You
do
need
need
hand
sanitizer. Yep.
What is up, Travis? How you doing, man?
All right, Panthers. There you go.
I'll be back in a second to go grab me another brewski.
All right.
All right.
Come on, lady.
Okay, I'm gonna plug this thing in.
You don't take your phone. I mean, I don't take my phone in there if I gotta pee. I mean, it'll be in my pocket.
Yeah.
But if I'm going in to poop, my phone is with me and I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. It's not like I go in there for 2 minutes, do what I got to do, wipe and go. No, I could get some serious business going. So
Oh yeah.
What am I showing? Oh, I'm not showing. I'm not showing that, Raven. No. Even though it's it's like PG-13. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
What this?
Kathy hired Chippendale isn't payable therapy.
Hold on.
Kathy, it might be.
You've got snot and snow all over my pants. What the frick, cat?
Not on your pants. What?
Cat pissed on your pants? What?
No, she just had snot coming out, just landed on my pants. I was sitting there looking at my phone. I'm like, my leg's not wet. And I looked down. I was like, you could see it coming out of her nose. I'm like, come on now. And she's just staring at me like, yeah, you like that, don't you? You are a nasty little girl. You're a nasty, nasty girl. Can you take me off, please?
Yeah. What's up, Travis?
No.
How you doing, man? Nice shirt.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
It's the crew.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Travis? How you doing?
Good, man. Tired. It's been a long day.
So you training right now?
What's that?
You training right now?
No, I
Cycle?
I had my last PT test this morning, so 3. Yeah, it was good times.
So how'd you do?
I failed.
No, really?
Yeah. They changed the regulation on the walk now since I can't run. They cut 5 minutes off of it. I passed the 2-mile run by walking, but the 2.5 mile I didn't make the time because they cut off 6 minutes. But it's a diagnostic. It's not like it matters, and I didn't care anyway.
Yeah,
I got you.
What are you gonna do? Kick me out?
I know, right? Please.
What were you doing? Slacking? Walking? You're supposed to be running. You're not that old now. Come on now.
Well, being blown up in 4 knee surgeries, it makes it to where you can't run ever.
Oh, well, there is that. So yeah,
yeah,
I can see that.
Never been down that road of getting blown up or having knee surgeries when I was in. So
yeah, my buddy did. He did his 20 in the Army.
There you go.
Yeah, my last one of my last PT tests I got what the Marine Corps calls a Superior Physical Fitness Award, and it took me a long damn time to get to that point. And that was funny because it was right after I had spent that 6-month thing in Okinawa where I was doing the garrison property job and wasn't PTing. When I got back to my battery in Hawaii, and my sergeant came over and poked my belly because I gained about 20 pounds. And he's like, you're going to lose that or you're going to go start running with the first sergeant during lunch. Now, this first sergeant wasn't our first sergeant. It was a little Filipino fellow.
Oh,
man. About 5'2", wiry as hell. And he was the run for lunch bunch. And so if they determined that you needed to lose weight and you didn't do it on your own, you didn't go to lunch. You went running with this little Filipino first sergeant. Trust me, within a couple of months, I had taken all of that weight off because I was doing my own run for lunch after I got off. When I got off of work, I go change out of my uniform. I'd run outside the one base exit and come through town and come in the other one, and I took it all off on my own. So, nope, did not want to be in that group of guys because again, everybody knows what that group is running at lunchtime. So, it was like boot camp. Boot camp, you know, if you went in and you were overweight, you would have a sweatshirt with your platoon number on it, and you would have a red stripe over and above it.
Diet recruit.
And you were the diet recruit. Yep. And you would be at the back of the line, and you get half of what everybody else got, and you couldn't have any juice or milk. The only thing you could have was water. So, and of course, if you couldn't meet the minimum physical fitness requirements in the Marine Corps in boot camp, they would send you off to preconditioning platoon, or what we like to call a post-op platoon.
PCP. Yep.
PCP. And they'd send you off to there. And if you could get back, then you could come within a couple of weeks. You could usually come back to your platoon. If it was more than a few weeks, then you'd have to go back to a platoon that was in that week, and you'd be in a whole brand new platoon. We had a guy that played for the Oregon Ducks that went into the Marine Corps. And he was a lineman, so he was a big guy. He was strong, but he was a big guy, and he couldn't do one pull-up. He finally got into a platoon when we were graduating. So he spent about 9 or 10 weeks in a physical conditioning platoon and then started his boot camp. Felt bad for the guy, but he got through it, which is hard. I mean, it's hard. You know, there's times where guys want to give up when they go through that. I mean, they don't want to let you give up, but there's time when guys want to give up when they're going through all of that. So, what's up, Hot Dang Show? Actually, it's almost 10 o'clock. And I told Sam she could start her live stream at 10 o'clock. So what I do want to do is, Sam, if you want to share your
yeah, I got to change the time on it. One second.
Okey-dokey.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, keeping my lights on.
We are going to go hang out with Sam. I'm going to go over there and hang out a little bit, but I'm going to have a busy day at work tomorrow, so I've got to make sure that I get to sleep. This morning I got up an extra
Travis,
early.
my hair is catching up to yours.
Oh, it won't catch up to mine. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm getting closer.
Nice. Yeah, you got a way to go, my friend.
Look at that.
I got you in the back.
Going
on. Look there.
That's true.
Oh, see, I got you in the back. So, oh yeah, you got me on the bangs, but I've got you in the back.
It's phrasing.
I did the same thing when I got out of the Air Force. I let all the top grow, and it was down past my nose, like I could chew on my hair. But yeah, I'm catching up.
That was November. I cut like 6 inches off in November, and it's been growing back ever since.
Nice. Yeah, you don't have much left, do you?
Nope.
Month or so, something like that.
47.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here, Phil, I'll put it in the
47.
private chat, and you can put it in the public chat. Because I got too much crap open right now. There you go. There's the link for you, Phil.
I'm looking forward to you to come visit.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
Is that?
Hey, Hot Day.
That's for the YouTube, yeah.
Oh, that's for YouTube. Okay.
And then the other one is the next one will be for StreamYard.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, guys. I just wanted to pop up. I am going to bed.
All righty.
I'm tired, but
Good night.
I will see y'all later.
On the flip side.
All right, buddy.
Sleep,
Have a good
brother.
night. See you soon.
See you, man. So, guys, in the chat, there's a link to Sam's after party. I do want to thank everyone for coming out and hanging out tonight. As the night got longer, we got more people up here. We got more people out in the chat. I do appreciate everyone showing up. All you guys out in the chat that's been out there hanging out with us, that's a great. Appreciate it. Roman, thanks for coming up. Chatty-O, Robert, Samantha, Mr. Great Shot, thanks for coming up here and hanging out with me, guys.
Appreciate you having me.
Good. Everyone in the chat, thanks for coming out, guys. I love you. Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy.